Hey there folks, Perry the Walnut Legend here once again with another unboxing video, but this time is for a video game unboxing, and this is for one of my most anticipated games of the year and one of the PlayStation 4's biggest titles of the year, and that is Infamous Second Son Collector's Edition. Now, I will admit right now, off the bat, I love the first two Infamous games. I thought the first one was really good foundation for the idea. I had a lot of fun with the open world superhero environment, the choices that you could do, the powers, electricity, how cathartic that felt. I loved the second one even more with its inclusion of ice and what's the, God, what is it, like fire-based powers or I'm trying to remember exactly what was the other set of powers. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but either way, I loved the first two Infamous games. And when Sucker Punch announced that they were going to do a sequel, I will admit I was a little bit puzzled at how they were going to do this, considering considering the second one took place in New Marais, which is totally not New Orleans, but it actually is. But either way, the fact that Cole is not coming back for this one, at least as far as I'm aware of, either way, enough dawdling, let's get right into this collector's edition. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Stick around to the end of this video if you want to, because I have a small update regarding some of the stuff that I was planning to do for video-wise, some of the stuff I'm going to be doing, and some of the stuff I realize that is coming up pretty soon. I would like to have your input on that. But enough dawdling, let's get right into this collector's edition. Now, as you can see on the front cover, we have what looks like a pretty interesting cover of the like black handprint there, and looks like we can see here with the Space Needle in Seattle, since it makes sense because everything takes place there. Titled Infamous Second Son Collector's Edition. Let's take a look at the shot of the spine, the top end, and a shot of the other spine. Now let's take a look at the side, or the back of the box, my bad. And let's take a look and see what this collector's edition includes. Focus there. Collector's edition includes a full retail copy of Infamous Second Son with exclusive collector's edition cover artwork, premium wearable replica of Delson's beanie, set of 8 pins from Delson's in-game vest, official DUP patch, vinyl decals, exclusive digital content, Delson's legendary in-game vest, which I'm going to assume is this thing right here. I can't be 100% sure. I'll find out once I start playing. Bonus exclusive downloadable content of Cole's legacy. Play through a series of missions to uncover what happened after the devastating events of Infamous 2 and Infamous Second Son. Complete the missions and unlock Cole's in-game jacket. Whoa, 21 gigabytes. That's gonna be a good chunk of memory. Runs at 1080p and is able to be remote played from your PlayStation 4 to your PlayStation Vita. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing apart and see what's inside. Alright folks, now that I've opened up the main box, it appears we have ourselves a situation of a box within a box. Sorry, I always find that slightly amusing. Anyways, we can see here it continues the handprint motif of this with the Space Needle in the middle. I must admit, the box itself actually looks to be like a fairly decent quality. It doesn't look like it's anywhere like cheap or something like that. But either way, I kind of like the way this looks, like the contrast of the white and the black. That looks pretty cool. I will admit, I'm a little surprised there's like no title on the side of this. Oh, wait, never mind, I stand corrected. There is a title, Infamous Second Son, but it's only on the side of it. I guess, like, do they suspect that you're gonna hold this box set on like the shelf with all your games or something like that? Nah, who cares? I'm probably looking too much into this. Anyways, let's go and take a look inside and see what we got inside this box set. And of course, we see the handprint again. Oh my god, they're really pushing this thing. I'm gonna take the game out right now and see if I can do this last. Sorry about this. Not exactly the most graceful thing in the world. I'll save the game for last and show you guys that inside. Anyways, it looks like we have here a set of the set of decals they were mentioning. Let's see if I can open this real quick. Oh, wait, there we go. There. Aha. There we go. Now here we can see. I'll hold up one at a time just so that way you guys can make it easier to see. Oh, sorry, had to reach around the camera. Anyways, here's the first decal. Looks kind of like a nice little, I'm guessing it's a falcon or an eagle or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I can't be 100% about this stuff. I'll put this up here. Vinyl decals there. And this looks to be like one of the symbols that probably one of the officers in the cities wear. I'm not, again, not exactly sure, but just a good shot of the decals there. Okay, now this logo I'm actually familiar with. I think this is on Delsin's jacket during the course of the game. I noticed that it's white and red on one side and the other. Now, if I'm going to make a guess here, since Infamous has had so-called moral choice systems during the course of the game, and I know those have received criticism, I'm going to guess that this is going to be involving Delsin's choice system. So if you play the good side, it's going to become a little bit more white. If you play the bad side, it's going to be a little bit more red. That's just my guessing about it. I could be wrong, or maybe that changes depending on what powers that you get during the course of the game. I know his is smoke power, which to me I consider incredibly ironic, because if there's one thing you guys need to know about me, is that I cannot stand the smell of cigarette smoke at all. I mean, literally, it is one of the things that I just start to like gag as soon as I start smelling it anywhere inside of me. But yeah, that's just my little theory about this little symbol right here. Now let's see, let's take this out and let's see what's inside. And it looks like we have Delsin's beanie. Now, I will admit, I'm probably not going to wear Delsin's beanie because one thing, if you guys know my spiked hair, that does not exactly bode well for any kind of hats or something like that, but it still looks pretty nice. It doesn't feel like it's cheap at all. It feels like a good fabric, and it feels like it would be comfortable on your head if you're the type to wear beanies. There's the same logo again, and this time it's all white. So maybe I am right about this, about the whole moral choice thing, how the logo will change during the course of the game, but either way. Looks like there's a little tag on here, Seattle 138. Nice little attention to detail. The fact that it is set in Seattle, it looks kind of nice. Either way, there's the beanie itself. Let me see if I can fold this all right. And I'll put that to the side. And of course, we have the patch. Let's see if I can get this sucker out. Man, why do they always have to make these things so difficult to open? Wait. I think I got it. There we go. Got it. There's the sucker. My guessing is this is going to be just another, like a typical iron-on patch or stitch it together. It's the Department of Unified Protection, which, from what I have heard about the story, these are the police force that makes sure to take care of all the so-called conduits, the people with the superpowers in this world. So it does look like a pretty nice patch. I can imagine someone putting this on their jacket. I don't know if I'm going to do it myself. I mean, I already do. I love wearing jackets and stuff like that, but I just don't know if I would personally wear this one. But it still looks pretty cool nonetheless. Get a better shot of it and just see what it says all around the front. It just says Department of Unified Protection. And the bird on it seems to resemble the one of the decals earlier, so there's that. Sorry about that, folks. I had to cut out for a little bit of a second there just because the packaging wasn't exactly being the most agreeable. Anyways, we have here a set of pins from Infamous Second Son. Let's open this up. And wow, these are actually kind of nice. I mean, just looking at all of them, it seems like we got the Sucker Punch logo, we got the Sly Cooper logo. Looks like we got Cole here from the first two Infamous games as or specifically Infamous 2, and I can tell because of the little amp on his back. I know it's like super hard to tell, but if you notice the pose, he looks exactly like he did in Infamous 2. Skull light bulb kind of thing, Infamous Second Son. Apparently some guy wearing a mask. I have no idea who that is. There's the logo again from the back of Delsin's jacket, and Seattle, Washington, Salmon Bay Cannery. I guess it's some sort of thing, like some sort of fishing thing. I don't know off the top of my head. Sorry if you are from Seattle and know what this is. I have no idea. But there you go. There's the pins. And just like always, folks, I saved the game for last. And now, again, it looks, I will admit, I really do like this cover art. It's really simple, really minimalistic, and it kind of looks like something you would see in like maybe like a Mondo poster or something, like a really minimalistic art style poster. It just looks really cool. I kind of like the whole inked feel of it and the Space Needle in the front. That just looks kind of interesting. And here, of course, we have the spine, Infamous Second Son. Nothing on the back except the Sucker Punch logo. Now let's go ahead and take a look open inside. Let's see about this. So much plastic wrapping everywhere. Oh man, this is such a... there we go. Almost got it. Is that everything? Is it? Okay, good. Hold on, let me move all this move away. And of course we have the cover itself, and look inside. And there, of course, is the game disc itself, and, oh, wait a minute, looks like we got some, ooh! It appears we got some reversible cover art in here, as well as the download code for the, for Infamous Second Son. Sorry, I'm gonna code block that a little bit. And, bonus missions, manga and murder. I'm not okay, it's supposed to be the one for, the story, like the bloody follow the trail the bloody origami does to unlock more missions and discover the full story behind the DUP. Play now and immerse yourself in the world of Infamous like never before with this connected experience. Okay, I guess this is something like add-on missions or something for Infamous Second Son. I don't exactly know. Let's see if I can. Famous paper trail. Okay, nothing big there. But there we have the cover for Infamous Second Son. Let me see if I can switch around with the cover art, and I'll get back to you in just a second. And here I'm just going to take a quick shot, folks, of just taking a look at the reversible cover art. We can see Delsin here. It looks a lot like the normal cover art you've seen for most of the games, at least what I assume is most of the games itself. And of course we have the logo on the back, like we've seen with the other times. Every time I've seen this logo, it looks different. This one looks like white-gray, the other one looked white-red, the other one looked just pure white all the front. So I'm guessing this really does have something to do with the moral choice aspects of the game. There's the spine itself. And of course we already shown the cover. And finally we have a shot of the disc itself and the cover art on that. Alright folks, here's one final shot of everything as always with this collector's edition set. We have a set of 8 pins from Delsin's in-game vest. We have a set of vinyl decals which seem to replicate the symbols of the DUP, which is the protection force within the game for bioterrorists, so to speak. We have the vinyl decal from the back of Delsin's jacket that you can put anywhere that you wish. We have the patch itself that you put on your jacket for the DUP. We have Delsin's in-game beanie that you can wear personally. And of course we have the game itself with the exclusive collector's edition cover art, and it has a reversible cover art itself to mimic that of the original release. So there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing video for the Infamous Second Son Collector's Edition. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, let's move on to the little update that I have planned for you. Alright folks, now that I got the Infamous Second Son Collector's Edition done, let me go ahead and get down to brass tacks and discuss what exactly I meant for this update. First thing is first, I realized that my Spring Break Challenge did not go as well as I had originally intended. I apologize. I just kind of realized logistically there were so many different things keeping me from doing reviews in a well-contained, proper environment. The lighting wasn't great, the camera I was having is having tons of issues. The fact that I had so much issues outside, I mean, the fact that the sprinklers were going off, I know that wasn't intentional, and there's also construction going outside my house, so I didn't have a really solid time frame which I could do everything. It was raining outside a lot of the time. There's just so many logistical problems with me doing it outside. Granted, I loved doing it, it just only worked for that one particular instance when I could do it. The second thing I want to get out of the way is that I will review everything that is in that video except for Thief, unless you want me to do it. I just don't have that lot to say regarding Thief, but everything else in the video I will review. I'll take care of K, Gunslinger, not Gunslinger, I already reviewed that, Gungrave, Orin High School Host Club, K, Akira, The Darkness. What else did I have in that video? Jeez. Oh, Kami-sama Kiss, that's it. I forgot about that one. But yeah, I'll take a look at all that stuff and see what is I think about each of those. I do want to try and spread out what I think about certain animes or certain genres a little bit, except for horror. I'm really not in the mood for something like that, or not the type of person to watch stuff like that. But there's that. The third thing I want to talk about is the, I don't know, my mind's just going all over the place at this point. But I realize that soon is coming up my 100th episode, and I'll be quite frank about this. While I do have a bunch of ideas of what I want to do, none of them I can think of are logistically possible at this point in time for me to do. One of them is I want to do a Cowboy Bebop review, but I don't have the series yet, and I would kind of like to get it on Blu-ray if I can before I actually review it and watch the whole thing myself in as much of a remastered form as I possibly can. I want to give the show the best chance it can to impress me. That's why I always usually wait for the Blu-ray releases themselves. If it is on Hulu or Crunchyroll or something like that, then I will be more than willing to stream it if you guys want me to do that. But another thing I have in mind for that is an Earthbound review for the 100th episode. If you guys are familiar with AVGN and some of the grander episodes that he has for those shows, he has a lot of special effects, a lot of camera angles and stuff like that. I want to sort of emulate something like that, but have something a little bit more on the dramatic and the serious side of it, and try to have like an actual script with a plot and a character, and there's sort of a little bit of a message. And I will admit, this is something I've kind of had planned since the beginning, where I wanted to do this review, but it just required so much time and special effects and everything like that, that it just at the time, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. Unless I somehow manage to get like After Effects, Photoshop, all the bells and whistles from Adobe in that time frame. That would be great, but it doesn't seem likely to happen. So what I'm proposing is that I let the floor go to you guys and say, well, what do you want me to review, or what do you want me to do for a 100th episode? Now, there's certain things that I'm willing to let go and let's say, oh, that's actually a really good idea. But one thing I always keep getting in terms of requests is playthroughs. Here's the kicker. I would love to do playthroughs. I love to do them, but there's a couple of things wrong with me in terms of wanting to do playthroughs. Number one, I'm in college. This is my final semester. I'm trying to apply to master's school, and that's my primary concern to deal with schoolwork and get that done out of the way, just so that way I can graduate and go on to a master's program and become a game creator like I've always wanted to. The second thing is I've noticed a lot of commentaries and a lot of other playthroughs with regards to how people play games, and there's just something about it that it doesn't seem to fit who I am. I've done a couple of examples of just demonstrating what I can do with regards to the Mirror's Edge prologue and playing a little section of Darksiders 2. I had a lot of fun doing it, but the thing is, I can't talk all the time. I can't talk all the time during the video. It's just not me. I'm not the type of person that just runs his mouth for the sake of running his mouth. If I want to say something, I want to either comment on something that's going on in the game itself, what's either going through my head, and just do something like that. I'm just not the person that just goes off and just runs off and says anything just because he wants to talk and fill out a runtime. That's just not who I am. But unless you guys think of a way and say, hey, we wouldn't mind if you were quiet or something during the videos and just want to focus on the game itself, just any ideas that you guys have for a video, just comment below. Tell me what you think of what you want me to do for the 100th episode. I'll try to work it in as best as I can, whichever one I manage to do, and whatever it maybe is the most requested thing you guys want me to do, just let me know and I'd be willing to listen to it. If you want to send me a comment down here, or send me a personal message, sorry, hiccup, and just let me know about that stuff. So I'm willing to hear any ideas you guys have to say. And so until next time, guys, I'll see you later, and I'm Perry the One-Armed Legend. You name it, I can play it.